WP, you're struggling with your math homework. It's due tomorrow and you haven't figured out half the problems on it, so you decide to summon a demon to help you. The demon is confused but agrees. Prepare yourself, War General Askaroth of Taurus. I quite fear that this request will be more than your powers can handle. My liege, Askaroth of Taurus, binder of souls and bringer of siege, bowed on one knee. Whatever enemies stand in your way, know that they shall fall before you. In my 975 years of being, I have not yet faced a foe that I failed to conquer. The cost of your soul is far too great for me to take your request lightly, no matter what it may be. With every breath Askaroth took, the room grew colder. The entity was covered in black shards. Presumably it was armor, though you couldn't tell where it began or ended. He was the same height as Quincy, but to be fair, he was currently perched on one knee. Despite the menace he faced, Quincy was elated. Bang on, man. Aight, get over here and take a look at my math homework. Math? Homework? Yeah, dude, math homework. Your vernacular is foreign to me, my liege. Quincy sighed. Dang it, this thing is due first thing tomorrow, man. You know what, I'm sorry, this was a stupid idea. I'm just a dumb, stupid idiot, and I procrastinated too long on this thing. And now my brother is asleep, and he'll scream at me if I wake him up, so I can't wake him up. As Quincy continued to prattle, Askaroth brought himself to his feet, his sharp armor scraping along Quincy's wooden floors. Once Askaroth laid eyes on the homework sheet, a glimmer appeared in his eyes, or at least in the black holes in his armor. That suggested the existence of eyes. Basics of battalion organization and practical infantry deployment. What pleasant recollections. The spring returned to Quincy's voice. So, you do know how to do this. I graduated with honors. How else could I assume the role of war general? LETSFRICKNGO. Quincy pumped his arms. He scooted his seat as far forwards as it would go. I'm all yours, Teach. Understood. Then let's begin with this point here. Askaroth pointed with a sharp digit at the graph labeled Question 1. The intersectio along the verticales. Lol, you mean the y-intercept. Y-intercept, how offensively simplistic. Where's the appreciation for the first tongue? Such primitive language. Askaroth muttered under his breath. Hey man, I'm an idiot. Please treat me as such. Askaroth sighed. Then, let's suppose that this y-intercept, which in this case is 50 unitates, is the smallest number of demons that must be deployed to defeat a dragon of Solas. Tell me, my liege, if one single breath from a Solas can wipe out 50 of my subjects, what will happen if I send out one demon? He'll die. Precisely. How about an army of 2 demons? They'll die. Any number 50, and below means they'll all die immediately. Very good. That means that if I send 51 demons, Askaroth gently guided Quincy's finger along the x-axis, we can land a hit on the dragon of Solas. And for every additional demon I add to the battalion, Askaroth dragged his finger along each axis in turn. We come closer to defeating the dragon. Quincy squinted his eyes. He squinted them harder, then they sprang back up. Oh my God, I get it. A wonderful job, my liege. Askaroth nodded approvingly. Cool. So, for this word problem, $50 is the startup cost of buying a phone plan, and every additional dollar gets me a bit more data. Quincy scribbled excitedly. He beamed at the demon. Thanks, man. Okay, let's skip to question 4, which is a linear system, so like 2 of these lines together. Quincy scooted up once more. All yours, though I am not keen on you bringing bad news as my liege. Askaroth stood tall. So tall that the spikes on his helmet brought forth a rain of popcorn ceiling. It is time for me to take your soul to the underworld. How fat chance, Buster. Quincy shook his mouse to awaken his computer from its slumber, which opened on a Reddit page titled Demon Summoning Spell, actually WORKSXD. It says here that until I say the command in a certain way, the pact isn't actually sealed, despite what the demon summon may say to try and convince me otherwise. Quincy stood up from his chair. He outstretched his hand. Askaroth of Taurus, binder of souls and bringer of siege. In exchange for my soul, I command you to be my math tutor for as long as I live. Through high school, my engineering degree, and beyond. Askaroth grinned. Your looks are deceiving. You're a careful, cunning creature, just the sort of being that I will gladly, patiently wait for to recruit for my army. Askaroth extended his spiny hand to shake Quincy's. I agree to your terms, my liege. I shall serve you in life. In return, you shall serve me in death.